Top 5 Most Expensive Watch Brands. Ever since the 16th century when they were first introduced, wristwatches have become an essential accessory and even a fashion statement for both men and women. Their design, features and mechanisms have evolved a lot over time, with a lot of brilliant watchmakers creating timepieces that could be easily considered works of art. Today we'll take a look at the world's most expensive watch brands right now, with prices ranging from a couple of thousands to way over $1 million for a one-off piece. Featuring the finest materials, extremely delicate mechanisms and high-grade gemstones, carefully put together by expert hands, the timepieces made by these brands are just for the privileged few. Once you find the perfect watch for yourself, you may want to invest further into a watch strap. You can find a watch strap that can fit your style at many different stores, but make sure it's made of premium leather or very good quality at least. 5. Piaget. The watchmakers from Piaget also worked as jewelers in the small village of La Côte-aux-Fées, Switzerland, and they originally manufactured watch movements. Moving into the creation of watches only in the 20th century, their prices range from $10,000 to $210,000 nowadays, and some of their watches could be actually considered fashionable jewelry. Like the Altiplano Caliber 1200D that's just loaded with gems, an internal structure crusted in diamonds and a highly complex mechanism which costs $152,000. 4. Roger Dubuis. Founded by Carlos Dias and Roger Dubuis, this Swiss watchmaker is much younger than the competition with only 20 years in the field. But the quality of their craftsmanship is extraordinary, making their watches really appreciated. You could get a Roger Dubuis timepiece from somewhere between $11,000 to $156,000, but there are some exquisite pieces selling for way more than that. The Millesime Double Flying Tourbillon is a good example, produced in a limited run of just 88 pieces. Roger Dubuis himself created this mesmerizing timepiece as one of the most accurate watches ever made, which sells for $263,000. The company also enters the $1 million watches list with Excalibur Quatuor that's made entirely out of silicon, with half the weight of titanium but 4 times the durability. 3. Patek Philippe. Founded in 1851 in Geneva, Patek Philippe is considered by many experts as the most prestigious watchmaker in the world, being the supplier of watches to Queen Victoria since their inception. Their timepieces have some of the most complicated mechanisms and they usually sell for $10,000 to $780,000. Patek Philippe has made some of the most expensive watches ever sold, such as the Henry Graves Super Complication, which was sold back in 1999 for $11 million and then again in 2014 for $24 million. 2. Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin are the oldest watchmakers with an uninterrupted history and one of the 3 best traditional watchmakers along with Patek Philippe and Piguet. They've made timepieces for Napoleon Bonaparte, Pope Pius XI, Harry Truman and the Duke of Windsor, and they're also responsible for the world's first engine-turned dials. For their 250th anniversary they created a limited edition of 7 pieces entitled Tour d'Isle, which featured 2 faces to have enough space for all their displays. These watches had a second time zone, a perpetual calendar, sunset time indicator, plus many other features which make them one of the most complicated watches ever made, with a price of $1,538,160. 1. A. Lang & Söhne. Probably the best high-end watches come from Germany, more specifically from Glashütte, near Dresden. Founded in 1845, A. Lang & Söhne had a long tradition in making quality pocket watches. The company ceased to exist in 1948, but it was reborn in 1990 with their first wristwatches coming out in 1994. Blending perfect mechanical movement with gold or platinum cases, the watches from A. Lang feature a distinctive look that's sometimes called Teutonic in its austerity. Like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel.